How we doing, folks? It's Sticky here with Sticky's Cabana Podcast. Next to me over here, we have Miss Kim. And across from us, we have 3/5 of Lifeline anyway. Y'all, fellas, how y'all doing?
Good. The other two is 5 heartbeats away somewhere.
They're not far away.
They'll come back to us.
Yeah.
Right now they're doing their own thing.
Well, Lifeline doesn't need much of an introduction, I'm sure. You know, you guys have been around the scene for a little bit.
Sure.
You know, and you guys have been on the podcast now third time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, different setting each time, you know, and just, you know, same old stuff.
Right.
But why don't y'all introduce yourselves a little bit, just in case we have some new listeners, new followers, and tell everybody, you know, what you all do in the band.
Sure. I'm
Noah Pitney. I'm the drummer.
Hunter Milner, singer, songwriter.
I'm Dean Davis, rhythm/lead guitar.
There we go. Yeah. There we go. So, fellas, what have y'all been up to?
Well, right now we are working on a new album. Started production for that. Well, I don't know what production is. Finishing up the writing process. I think we've got 2 more songs left. I think we have stepped it up. We've kind of set a bar for ourselves from the last 8 songs we did on the last album to now. It's like, okay, we kind of established ourselves in that market. Now it's time to set the bar, raise it up, and give the listeners something a little new, a little heavier, not like screamo. But I would say the music's gotten a lot more punchier. And there's a lot more stuff to it.
I am so excited. I still have you guys on regular rotation on my playlist.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I'll be blasting through Columbia, just driving, doing my other job.
Yeah.
Yeah, so people get to hear you.
Well, the other,
Over Columbia.
about a month ago, I was at home pretty sick. You know, I had pneumonia, and I was at home dealing with everything. And of course, I had them blaring, and I sent them a video. I'm like, "Hey, check what I'm listening to." Yeah.
I can't wait to hear the new stuff, guys.
I will say this. Sorry, not to cut you guys off.
Go
I gotta mention this too. Me and my guitar player Logan. He's not here with us today, but our guitar player Logan. We go to the gym at the YMCA, and there's this little girl out there, and she said, "Hey, I know your voice." And then she said, "Oh my gosh, you're the singer from Lifeline," and her name is Tegan. If you're watching this, I just want to give a shout out to you and your dad. And I made a really good friend with her, and I made a really good friend with her dad. And just the fact that they're listening to us and everything else, and people at the gym, and people in Moberly and through on out, we just want to give you a shout out and just say thank you. Thanks for recognizing us. And we know we're not a really big band, but the fact that people are taking notice, we noticed that. And
It's pretty cool when you get recognized, isn't it?
yeah,
You know?
yeah. And don't be afraid to talk to us either. You know, if you see me at the gym or something, you want to say hi or whatever. I'll sign something. I'll hang out with you. Whatever. We'll chit chat.
Yeah.
So
I wear my hat everywhere, and I get more or less. People are like, "Oh, how do you know Lifeline?" I was like, "Well, been the drummer there for 7-8 years." "Oh, so you know Hunter?" "Yeah, I mean, I've been there too, but yes, I know Hunter." Yes. Face of the franchise.
No, how could you not be noticed? You are the shirtless drummer.
Because I'm wearing a shirt when they see me.
That's the problem. That's the problem. But you can't exactly take your shirt off in front of everybody. So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how'd that come about? Anyway?
Yeah, I'm very curious.
Just fat and hot.
Yeah.
I lost my fan. Well, actually, it was Brad's fan. I lost it at a show one time. I left it there, and then that's my new version of a fan. Is I got to take it off. But
so
been working on that.
Necessity to a trade.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
yeah. Oh my God, he's been doing that since the band kind of first started. I'm thinking back at it now because I was looking at, there's a video of the Aquadome. It's not a thing anymore, but that was like our very first big scene show and whatever. And he was taking off his shirt then.
Oh wow!
And
getting naked.
It was just natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we know if we want to see the shirt, do not provide a fan. If we do not want to see nakedness, provide a fan for Noah.
Air conditioning and a fan.
Duly noted. Everybody watching, if you ever have Lifeline, no one needs a fan. No one needs a fan.
Yeah.
Or it's all coming
I'd
off.
say there's a good chance it's coming off again.
It's probably
coming off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like with the Comancheros, Michael the drummer. At almost every show, he'll get up in nothing but a G-string. and eventually he'll get down to it. And he's like, "Look, I'm going to strip unless you all start tipping."
Yeah.
And yeah.
That's a good way to do
It
it.
is a thing. It is a thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hell, you throw in a 50, no, make it clap for you.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't even mean to. I just stand up.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's over.
you know what? I was just thinking, my gosh, the last place that we did a podcast, I think I was there for that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
The
Wasn't I?
KOPN.
Yeah, KOPN. Yeah. So
Well, you
this
guys
is
have been-
definitely a treat.
Yeah.
I get to do this all over again, guys.
You guys have been really good supporters of us and our band, and anytime we can come and represent you guys, or anytime we can come support you guys, you know, we're always here. And
That's where I was getting ready to go with it. I'd say every time we have something, you guys are always
guys
one of the
are-
first ones to say, "Hey, let me be a part of it."
Well, not just that.
You know, it's pretty cool.
Individually.
Yeah.
Individually, this is a testament to not just you guys as a band, but individually, you guys have come out to different events and different things we've needed.
Mine and my wife's
to just help
anniversary
out.
party.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I think there's this kind of dynamic where people kind of, I'm not speaking for everybody, but I think a lot of people get that sense of, oh, music's taking off for me now, and then they kind of forget who they are and where they come from, and if it wasn't for opportunities like this, and if it wasn't for the people who supported you in the first place, you wouldn't be where you are now. And so, you know, we come from that background of we don't forget, and we don't, you know, and we're very loyal to the people that are loyal to us. So, you know, I think that's what makes our band really relatable. And
We're all
people see the real
first year. I think we were the last show.
Yep.
Last band, last show, the first year, and
Didn't know if we were going to continue on.
Yeah, but immediately the second you did, you got hold of us, and we immediately was like, yes, let's do that again.
Year two, when I actually first started with the Cabana, you guys were one of the things that made me say, oh my God, look at how close they are with everybody and their music. You guys had me in the background from second one.
Yeah, thank you.
I mean, yeah, definitely. You guys kind of helped solidify my place here with them, because y'all kind of helped me say, okay, this definitely is a community.
Well, you guys have invited us into your home too, and you guys have helped us a lot too, make new connections and new friendships that have lasted us a very long time, and so we're forever grateful. And
There we go. Fair enough. Yeah. Well, speaking of background, give us a little background about each of you
Oh
all.
yeah, definitely. You know what?
Because, you know, there is some people that aren't
Silent
there.
Bob in the corner.
Oh, yes.
We need some words, man. Now, how about we start with you? Can we get some background about
Stone before the set, you know.
Yeah, that's what happens. That's what happens.
you?
I mean, background musically.
Kind of musically and how you kind of got into joining with the band.
Yeah, so I always kind of dabbled with guitar and stuff, like preteen years, I would say. Self-taught mostly until like the last couple years since Logan joined the band. He's actually given me like actual guitar lessons, but you know, self-taught mostly. But I met Noah. I moved around a lot growing up, and I met Noah in junior high. We just messed around jamming in his basement at his parents' house, and ended up back in Moberly, and Lifeline had already been a thing for, I want to say, at least a year or two.
2 or 3, yeah.
But they were all kids and just getting out of high school, so they were essentially just parting ways. You know, a couple of them were going off to college, and a couple of them doing other things. But Noah and Hunter wanted to keep it going, and I want to say Trent was on bass for a little bit there at the beginning when I first joined, but essentially I was already familiar with them. I was giving Noah rides to band practice and stuff a lot, so they said they needed a guitarist, and it was a good timing in my life where I was like, you know, this would be a good chance to just try it, see if I line up with them and stuff, because I definitely didn't think I was up to par with the previous guitarist.
Well, and you'd never
honestly,
been in a band before per se. It was always just jamming and stuff.
Definitely.
I enjoyed hearing you. Like the first time, I would never have known that you kind of stepped in like
He's
that.
a good guitarist.
I'm telling you. Yeah.
I mean, you guys, the people that you have gotten to, you know, that are there now, I mean, I can't really speak to previously as much, but you guys seem to have truly picked the right people. You all really fit together well.
Yeah, well, I'd say a lot of that's got to do with Noah, because, you know, if it wasn't... You know, Noah really was the catalyst that really kind of really made it all happen. We had a few auditions here and there, and I got tired of people were pissing me off. So I told Noah, I said, look, I said, here's what it is. I said, you go and audition people. And I told him, I said, because I'm done dealing with it. And I told him, you audition people, we'll check them out. And we had a few come and go. We had one, I'm not going to name names, so he stole my damn guitar. And so I was really not really wanting to trust people then.
Yeah.
And so, but Dean came along, and Dean really was something special. And I think Dean doesn't really give himself enough credit as he should. I think Dean is an excellent.
You're magnificent, but he has stage presence too.
Yeah,
you may not
that's
be the one singing or taking your shirt off, but you are definitely
You
noticed.
don't move a lot up here, but you have that presence.
Well,
You
I
stick,
think
you know,
that being
and the skill. I mean, seriously, we hear that coming through,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I think that being in this band has brought out a lot in him too. A lot of emotions, a lot of things that he didn't know that he could do. A lot of, and we're proud of him, and we're proud of what he's done and how
I can
many
definitely
hours
say
he's put in.
it's helped me a lot in some of those ways as well, just being out there, you know.
Yeah.
So interpersonally, you each are kind of uplifting and helping each other.
You have to. It's a family.
We have good days, we have bad days. We love each other. We piss each other off. And then,
Of
hey, what are you
course,
doing
right.
later? I mean, it's just one of those things. It's like you can't live without each other.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes you want to go fishing. Your wife is like, I want you to do this instead, and I don't know. And then there's days it's like, fuck it, I'm gonna go fishing. Oh, oops.
Yeah.
Sorry. Anyway, sometimes just like screw it. I'm gonna go do my thing today. But I don't know. That doesn't make no sense. But you can't really live without the other. That's all I'm getting to the point.
But it's awesome to see because unfortunately, sometimes ego I've seen get in the way in some bands, and not everybody really on the same page, but hey, we can all play instruments and somebody can sing, yay.
Yeah.
So that dynamic is just really awesome to see with you guys.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, back to Dean's story. Is your trilogy still going, or?
Trilogy.
Well, I mean, just origin, I guess. I don't know why I said trilogy.
I don't know. Most recently, I've just been lost in the sauce, busy, working all the time and trying to keep up with everything musically. I think band-wise, we kind of set a schedule. Like there's always been like an on and off. Like it'll be like way too long before we meet up and actually have practice or something. But I think probably last 4 or 5 weeks we've decided like, hey, every Sunday we're gonna get together and do lunch. And I got a nice grill, so I'll just fire up the grill and we'll meet up, eat some food, and then just jam for the day.
Yeah.
So that's honestly that's been pretty good the last few weeks.
I think
being
there's-
able to do that.
And even non-musically, Dean does, to prepare us, he does a lot more than anybody else in the band, where like our studio is at his house. He redefined his whole big master bedroom, and we soundproofed it, and our speakers everywhere. There's cords, there's lights, there's cameras, and it's also / his office. So he gets to his work office is in a studio, and he just kind of transformed his life around us too.
Yeah.
Because before that, we was in my old bedroom at my parents' house, and he kind of. He dipped his toe in, and then whenever he got comfortable, he was like, let's do it. And
He really doesn't give himself enough credit.
No,
he
he doesn't.
Oh my goodness.
He doesn't.
I mean, that stability is oops, sorry, Sticky.
That's okay.
Stability is definitely important in the group. I mean, that's the foundation that keeps everybody together.
He's our
That's
sound guy.
so-
Sound
When
guy.
we have shows that we provide our own sound. He
Oh wow.
does all
okay.
that. Him and Logan set it up, and he runs all that. And whenever he first started doing that, he was dealing with all of our old-ish cords and equipment, and he said, screw that, and he went out and bought all brand new
Oh my
cords and
goodness.
everything, and he
He's
does
also-
a
You're
lot
all
for us.
in.
He's
all
also
in
my
with it.
therapist whenever I'm really upset.
Yeah.
That's definitely an important role. I mean that is definitely what keeps everybody level headed and just on a stable, steady path. That's great, Dean. That is awesome to hear.
Yeah.
I'm glad I said something to you. We would never have known all of that.
No, yeah, Dean does a lot. And Dean is.
He lets me keep my drums there for 3 years now, 4 years now.
So what do you hear just randomly?
Yeah.
Noah's
He lets
here.
me. He lets me if I buckled down and did more. He lets me come over whenever I want to go in and practice, and as long as he's there and it's open. Then
But life gets in the way. Yeah.
no, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
of course. But no, that's awesome. Now, I do want to ask, how do you guys? Because not everybody in your group's single. So how do y'all balance family? Outside of you all's family as a group, and band life.
That's a really hard question. Anybody?
Well, I think that would play into what I was saying with it's been real hard. Noah's married with kids. I'm married with kids. Pike's married with kids. He just had a newborn.
Yeah.
I got another one on the way.
I got twins
Lord
that are
help.
about to turn 5 and one's about to turn 1.
Yeah.
But I think that my attempt on hey, we're gonna do lunch and for every Sunday we'll meet up at this time, so it just seemed like an easy thing to do. That's
Part of the schedule.
Part of the
part
schedule.
of an attempt on just working it into there a little bit easier, because it is definitely hard to.
Yeah.
And for me, it's very natural because, me and my wife have been together 13 years now,
Oh,
and
goodness, wow.
music is just my family. That's just what we do. Is what we love, and
So she knew
that
married
coming in,
into
and
that,
and
so.
both of my kids, they love music. They love watching. They
I've
want to be up
watched them
there.
at
They want to be up
shows.
there.
I've seen them at shows.
Nova actually just got her first real guitar and amp for Christmas and stuff, and I'm trying to get Logan to start doing some lessons with her. But it's just natural for us. It's what I do. I don't go do a whole bunch of other things. I don't go out to the club or anything like that anymore. I'm a dad now, but music is my go-to.
But it seems like otherwise overall you all have refocused and doing more things with intent.
Yeah, I would say this is a more adult version of who we are and who we became to be. I think that starting out, it was way before I knew Dean like that or Brad or anyone. We were a kid band, and we were kids. Other than Noah, he was the only real adult. But now I think now,
Adult-ish.
but now I'm going on 26. These guys are in their 30s.
30, not in their 30s. We are 30.
Yeah,
He's
so
31 now. Never mind.
So I'm the young buck in the band, but it's like
You're trying to
I think
step
our
up
sights
too.
have really changed. Our priorities have changed. As men, we've grown, and as you said, life does progress, and there's it does get hard sometimes, and then there's when you get down to the meat and potatoes of it all. It's about like you said, just my goal this year is being very real. I think the album will speak for itself on that. I think that I've spoke a lot about topics. Rather, it comes from how the world is right now, where everybody is just kind of hating each other and trying to just uplift each other to a lot of personal issues. This year I've been through therapy. I've gone to therapy. I've tried to get off of alcohol. Not that that's a bad thing. I like alcohol. But for me, it's like I want to work out more. I want to quit smoking. I want to take care of my voice.
Yep.
Trying to really be the man that I know that I can be. And I think these guys are really, when it comes to music, have really helped me shine and really helped me been able to use that their style as a tool for me to use to progress that into the world, and I'm very, very thankful for that. So
Well, and that's one thing he's talked about a lot when it comes to this album is, it was a kind of fresh start for Lifeline as musicians, where, I'd been in it already, but these guys kind of get their own flavor of what to put on things rather than, for them, doing stuff off the old albums kind of like doing a cover. It wasn't, but they've made it their own. We've changed some things up, but he talks about the different music style and going harder, and we've still got, we got like 15 or 17 songs on this album, and I would say fourth of them are Lifeline style, just like with just kind of pop punky sort of, and that's his go-to writing style, and we just try to progress around it. But another fourth of it is stuff that he's just like, hey, you guys go write stuff, and it's harder stuff, and then you know, he talks about the musical change, but me knowing him and hearing all these songs throughout the years, even songs that no one else will probably ever hear, that I bring up songs to him all the time. We're like, remember showing me this? He's like, I don't remember writing that. Well, but his writing has matured so much, and sometimes it's great, and sometimes it's sad, where it's like, you had to go through some shit to write this, it's definitely matured. It's not just all lovey-dovey all the time, but it definitely, that's what his goal has always been, is resonate with just one person, and he does that very easily.
And I think that's the meaning behind the band Lifeline, where it's like, I'm not in it to be famous. I love, if it happens, great. If money comes, great. Even if I reached out to 10, 20, 15 people, the fact is that Lifeline, that name alone, that's about helping somebody. That's my therapy. And if it wasn't for this, if it wasn't for, not to get religious, but, the good Lord above blessed me with my music ability, because I could have never made a song like Down to Earth. I could have never done all that. I mean, that had to come from real, and I think that if it wasn't for all the lessons that I've been through and the abusive situations and, I don't know, things that are just really tough to talk about, but I think if it wasn't for all of that, or not having a dad, or not having all these things, I don't think I would ever be who I am right now. And these guys really helped me put it all together, and I really hope that my story, because that's what this album is about, is mainly my story, my background, give you a more in-depth view of my life, but I think that through that, people will find something that resonates with them, that will help them be stronger and be independent on their own, and feel like they can do whatever they want to do. And
music saves lives. Music, music saves lives.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, I can definitely attest to that. Definitely, and I think I even told you one time after one of your shows, one of your songs definitely resonated with me. So I can definitely
I've got one that big time, and of course they know this big time.
Yeah.
My New Addiction.
Oh yeah, yeah. Imagine that. Huh?
Every time I hear that song, I'm like, I know who likes this one.
I don't think we've never not played it at Sticky's. We got to play that one there.
Yeah.
That's a must. That's a must.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you answered the next question I had. I was going to ask if all the things and the maturing and that, new focus was what you were going to be kind of reflecting in the album. And
sorry, I didn't mean to take away from your question.
No,
Makes life easier when you do.
I'm scared for the next one, because he's been doing so good and working out and doing family things and stuff like that. I think the next one's going to be, I don't know, talking about how much deadlifting you can do.
Is this going to turn into the next one?
Taking selfies in the mirrors and stuff.
It's going to be country rap with the little metal tomahawk.
Well, and that's the best part about him, is we talk about Lifeline stuff, but he's got 3-4 other albums of his own individual stuff that he sent me things on that we need to get together and work on, and I never thought I would ever consider touching anything country, but if this guy writes it, I'm down to play on it.
Awesome.
I love it.
Awesome.
I think I'm just that kind of person that I admire, like Chris Cornell and guys like that, where I want to be the guy to be like, okay, he can do that, I can do it too. Okay, he can, because I grew up with country roots, and then I was a teenager and discovered rock, and I listened to Green Day for the first time. Like, I don't know how to write a song. I don't know how to do that. And I listened to Green Day. It's the most simplest shit in the world, but it's the most effective things in the world. And it's what you say and how you use your 5 minutes, your 10 minutes, your 20 minutes. And I would be at school all the time, so damn ADD, and they'd be trying to teach me something in school, and I'd just be writing lyrics all the time. And I don't know how many notes that my mom got. Just saying that he's not paying attention, he's not doing this, he's not doing that, because that's what I wanted to do. My mom wanted me to, obviously she loved me singing, she always supported my lifestyle, but also I think that my ADD and everything, I knew in my heart that the music was what I was going to do. I actually wanted to drop out. My mom wouldn't let me. I wanted to drop out. I wanted to go to Nashville.
Yeah.
I wanted to go to Nashville. I wanted to work with producers. I was auditioning for like America's Got Talent, The Voice, and I did all that stuff when I was a kid. I thought about doing it again just because I feel like it's a not. It feels like one of those things where it's like a competitive thing to me, where it's like, okay, I did that when I was a kid. I didn't do very well, but if I could go in there with the knowledge that I have now, just to see if I can do it, that would make me feel good. But yeah, I've even talked about these guys trying to get them on America's Got Talent and stuff. But I'm just so full of. There's so much out there. There's so many resources out there. There's so many things out there. So many platforms, and there's a lot of ways that bands are getting there and making it now. And I think for me, it's like trying to find my own way. It's okay to take the back road sometimes, but you're going to get to the destination somehow, some way. You know, if the music's good enough and the band base is good enough, I believe it in my heart. God just didn't just send me here just for me to be like, okay, here we are. You know, that's it. So.
Good stuff. Dean, are you working on anything solo yourself right now?
No, not really. Music-wise, just in the code zone mostly with work and everything. So
gotcha.
I do a lot of doodling around, but that's about it.
Okay. No. Are you?
For the first time in a few years, I'm kind of just Lifeline right now. I mean,
wow, okay.
You know, when Maddie's ready to pick up and do some more shows, I'll always play for her. But other than that, I just, there was 2 summers ago, I was in 3 or 4, and it just, I want to focus here. And that's one thing I've always told other bands that I've went in is, not that I don't care, but if it overlaps with something with Lifeline's my priority.
Yeah.
So.
That makes sense. Okay.
There you go.
Trying to raise some kids and just have a single band right now.
That makes a lot of sense to me.
I've been kind of dabbling into a lot more music production and trying to just learn how to do all that and working on albums. And then I really want to do podcasts too.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's the thing is it's hard to balance everything right now. It's like Lifeline is the number one thing, so it's like there's been times I wanted to start another project, and then I've tried to do it, and my schedule just gets so busy that I just get too stressed out and don't fully commit. So the vision's there. It's just.
I forgot I technically got a country album to work on with you, but
yeah,
which I have been listening to those, and I love them.
There we go. Well, with that, let's take a little break and hear a word from our sponsor.
All right.
Meaty, mighty, my, whoa, 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 whoa. Good go.
And we're back. Sticky Cabana Podcast, yes. And of course, Lifeline over here across the table. Gentlemen, we very much appreciate y'all coming on today.
Definitely.
It's
Thanks
been
for having
awesome
us.
with us for sure. But before we do end up closing out everything, I want to get with y'all and see what the heck do y'all have coming up. Because I know you guys are busy.
Yeah, we have a good line of shows coming up. We just made announcements. Now, I do have to put in the chat that, or I have to put on our Facebook page that everything associated with Charlie Foxtrots is now closed. I guess their bar venue is closing down.
Yep.
We will make an updated schedule as soon as possible. But we are going to be playing in Moberly, I think. When are we playing? Next weekend. Oh yeah, that was what was next week. And then
Where y'all playing at in Moberly?
We'll be at the 4th Street Theater.
Okay.
Con Cannon, the band in Moberly. They're going to do, I think on the 4th of July, they're playing out at Whiskey A Go Go in California. And just a fundraiser thing to try to help get them out there. And,
Yeah.
you know, they've, every time they do something special in our hometown, boys have always asked us to be involved, and we'd love to do it. They've grown so much. And on the agenda for this year also, we've been teamed up with Mad Existence. Levi's just been inviting us on a bunch of shows and stuff and trying to get us out there. I love both of our vibes together, and we just, not even just as bands, but as people, we vibe together. They're great people, and we're going to try. We've been focusing on, finishing up writing this album, and it's after what is it, 15, 17 songs, something like that. We're like, listen, let's be done. Let's wrap this up. But we're trying to start some booking now and stuff, and we'll probably see if they can come do some shows with us and stuff too, because they've keep doing it for us, and we haven't been in the booking thing lately. But we've got some coming up at Chasers Bar and Grill in Moberly. And just starting to kind of fan out a little bit more.
Yeah, and I think the other thing to kind of look out for, we're in talks of it. We want to start releasing new music. I know that nobody's heard from us. Maybe This Is My Life, which if you have not seen the video, check it out. Yep. Our producer, David Dominguez, he's working with Guns N' Roses, Weezer, Papa Roach. We're going to be hopefully working with him next year. Doing some fundraisers and stuff to kind of raise the money to go do that up in California. I think it's Orange County. I don't remember.
Well, speaking of fundraiser, we're actually going to do one for you all here in September. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we love that.
Yeah.
And try to get some bands that haven't had a shot or something, kind of give the rest of the bands a chance to go up there with us and do something fun. And but I think the biggest thing that I'm really hopefully looking forward to is probably picking maybe one or two songs and posting them this year, and giving the audience a little bit of something different from us that they haven't heard yet, and maybe that will pique their interest to support our trip and to see what else can come from us. So a lot of big things going on.
We'll probably try to pick couple songs from opposite ends of the spectrum, like we do this, but we also do this too, which is what we usually try to do anyways with everything. And then of course we've got some stickies shows coming up, and hopefully gonna get on more. We're gonna talk about it and stuff, but
got a few dates saved just for you all.
Yes, that's
Thank
awesome.
you.
We'll always love the
Definitely
invite.
excited to check out the new spot.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, the one show we did do there is just beautiful, and just the way it's set up, it's kind of like a dome, like an amphitheater with the hill and stage at the bottom, and it's awesome back there.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Still working on it.
Still working it. It's a work in
making
progress.
it
for
better
sure.
and better.
It was already great, so I can only imagine.
Yeah.
I know Brad and Logan ain't here right now, but they are here with us and in our hearts, and I know that they would be proud to be here. They had some things come up. I know Logan's moving into his new house, and Brad's got some stuff going on with his other project, and but I just want to give a shout out to them and just let them know that we are thinking of them today, even though they're not here with us, and many more to come. We always love being here. We always love the presence and the vibes here, and any chance that we can
And the lights.
yeah and be a part of the team.
Yeah.
You have our full support. So thank you for everything.
Well, anything you'd like to add in closing here?
No, it is great to be back and great to see you guys again. And I'm definitely looking forward to hearing your music and what you got coming out.
Also, I just want to say to the lighting crew, to everyone to help get this event going today, thank you guys for what you guys do, and thank you for taking your time out of your day to make all this happen so we can have an interview here with these wonderful people today. And
I got called wonderful. What the hell?
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out.
No, the behind the scene people.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Say, Sticky's not used to that. I promise you. Yeah, for sure. But gentlemen, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks for having us.
Hey, chat. Tell him he needs to take me hunting.
Yeah. We'll talk about that. I'm sure. I know a guy.
Okay.
I know a guy.
Yeah. Well, until next time.